A tree only means tree because it's not plank or rock. When a Swiss linguist realized that cheese had too many holes, he went looking for some in language instead. Ferdinand de Saussure argued that words do not carry meaning in isolation, and if that does not strike you as especially profound, consider that everything you know, think, and even meme about is just part of a broader system of signs. Welcome to structuralism, where what matters are the underlying structures, the hidden patterns and relationships that give meaning to everything. A sign has two parts. The signifier is the word or image like tree, and the signified is the concept it points to, like a leafy plant with branches. Structuralism says that the connection is totally arbitrary, as tree could mean river if we all agreed, and it is all about relationships and not fixed meanings. Because the link between sound and idea is arbitrary, we need a crowd of normies to agree on it. A normie is the cultural default, the common tastes, views, and behaviors, is the position at the center of the system, the statistically typical reader of signs. They use the dominant codes, shared connotations, and familiar binaries, which makes meanings feel obvious and stable. That baseline is what lets contrasts show. Edgy looks edgy only against a widely recognized default. Structuralists applied this to everything. Prague School linguists built on Saussure's ideas to develop structural linguistics, with figures like Roman Jakobson mapping the functions of language. Vladimir Prop's study of Russian folktales is among the earliest examples of structural literary analysis, arguing that most fairy tales can be broken into 31 functions. Then Lévi-Strauss's first work, applying structural concepts to anthropology. This is the beginning of the infiltration of structuralist ideas in fields outside of linguistics. In 1968, Roland Barthes publishes The Death of the Author, pointing to the beginning of his move from structuralism to post-structuralism, and says that act of reading a text always remains unfinished because it is always based on various readers' interpretations and the author is dead. By the late 1960s and 70s, internal critiques, especially from Foucault and Derrida and post-structuralism, challenged the promise of stable underlying structures emphasizing contingency power and textual indeterminacy. Structuralism gave us modern linguistics, anthropology, semiotics, and influenced everything from coding theory to literary analysis. It also gave us decades of arguments about whether we're free thinkers, or just lines of code in culture's operating system. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.